Now turn to Section 3. Section 3. You will hear a discussion between two students of international business. First, you have some time to look at questions 21 to 25. Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 25.
Long time no see.
Hi, Chris. Yeah, it's good to be back.
Definitely. Good to see you, Elle. I haven't spoken to you since, gotta be last June, was it?
Yeah, that's right. Just after the end of term exams. How did you do, by the by?
Not as poorly as I've been anticipating. I imagined there might be some resits in the offing, but thankfully I managed to just about pass every module, which was a huge relief. How about you?
I was really happy with my grades and I'm still on track for my first in my degree. But there was one hiccup.
Really? Do tell.
Well, I sat the accounting exam with a fever and needless to say didn't do so well. I ended up having to take it again in August.
Oh, how terrible. Must have ruined your summer.
A little, but it all worked out in the end and I did brilliantly second time round.
Well, that's cracking stuff, Elle. Well done. I'm envious of you. What with your being on course for a first? I'll be lucky to get a 2-2 at the rate I'm going.
What percentage are you on overall at the moment?
42.
Well, you know, third year only counted for 25% of the overall grade for our degree. Fourth year makes up the rest, so you still have plenty of time to pull out a good grade. You just have to apply yourself a bit more seriously.
I know. Perhaps we could get together a study group of some sort. What do you think?
Sorry, Chris, I can't.
Guess group study isn't everyone's cup of tea then. Never mind.
It's not that. I'm all for a bit of group study, but bear in mind that I don't live on campus anymore.
So you moved out and got your own place?
No, I couldn't find one, so I moved back in with the folks. Now I get the train in from home every day. Takes about half an hour, so it's not so bad.
I didn't realise. Shame we won't see so much of you around in the evenings this year then.
I know. I'll miss the feel of the campus too.
Before you hear the rest of the discussion, you have some time to look at questions 26 to 30. Now listen and answer questions 26 to 30.
Have you chosen your modules for this semester yet, by the way?
No, I'm still putting it off. Can't make up my mind what I want to do. You?
Yeah, my first choice was marketing.
Well, you love marketing, don't you? So I was sure you'd choose that. Me, though, I'm not completely convinced I want to do that module. I was leaning more towards human resources, though I haven't made up my mind completely yet.
Why not do them both? I am.
But then I wouldn't be able to do business law as it clashes on the timetable. No way.
Yeah, I forgot. You love all that legal stuff, don't you?
Are you doing organisational behaviour?
No. You?
I would sooner enrol in a class that entailed watching the grass grow for an hour and a half every day. I can't stand that Professor Leon Smith. What an absolute bore.
Steady on. It's not that bad. I know what you mean.
I think finance is an important module. Wouldn't you agree?
That's why I'm doing it.
We'll see you there then. We can sit together.
Great. Sounds like a plan. Now, how about...
That's the end of Section 3. You have half a minute to check your answers.